from the limelight to the podium, actress, model turned athlete Bubbles Paraiso makes her mark in the triathlon scene. The 38-year-old finished third in the female division while landing first in her age group, and she was surprised that happened in the 5150 triathlon recently held last October 23rd in Subic Bay. Now the question is, what drives Bubbles Paraiso to swim, bike, run, take care of her two cats, and still be active in her fitness journey? Well, let's all find out all of these stories from Bubbles herself. Bubbles Paraiso now joins us live inside the studio here at CNN PH HQ for an all-out conversation. Bubs, good morning.
Hello.
Welcome. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this is not the first time you're here in CNN Philippines.
It's not the first time.
With Charles before.
With Charles,
That's
yes.
right.
Yes.
That's right. So welcome back to CNN Philippines. Welcome here in the morning. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thank you for having me.
I know. The pleasure is ours. You know, I've been trying to recall, kailan ko ba huling nakita si Bubbles? And again, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
I think one of Chito Miranda's gigs.
Yeah, I was just with Chito yesterday actually, but yeah.
I think one of those.
I think one of those, yeah.
You look great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, and third overall, but first in your age group.
Yeah.
Please, for the benefit of everybody, because we were having this chat, you didn't expect that.
I didn't expect it at all. And, you know, a lot of people are saying, like, yabang mo naman, or like, you're such a sandbagger. But, no, because really, I really believe that it was maybe muscle memory, or I really don't know. But
okay.
it was a surprise because, as I was telling you earlier off cam, leading up to the race, I got COVID. So this was September. And even if it was just for 5 days, it was a post-COVID effect that really took a toll on me. So,
and you can't train.
I couldn't train. Yeah. So I remember I was trying to run just 5K. And you know how, it was so frustrating because usually in my level, like 5K is, you know...
Easy,
30 minutes or under.
Yabang.
Sorry.
So 30, ako hirap na nga ako.
Sorry.
Okay lang.
But normally it was like that. And so imagine... I would try to run 3 kilometers and it would take me 30 minutes.
During that time?
Like right after COVID, because I had to walk a lot and then my heart rate was just all over the place. Like I could really feel my heart beating, and then of course Zone 5, pero my pace was a 750. It was a slow. It was a slow.
Kasi syempre talagang you're recovering from COVID and yung lungs mo, you're still trying to, and I'm sure your doctors or your coach even advise you not to do it.
Yeah, my coach was telling me not to, just to rest. So he kept on telling me, okay, just extend your rest. So I had to wait. So imagine, in the middle of training, I was supposed to be peaking with training already, and then I had to basically take 3.5 weeks off.
Wow.
And I had around a week and a half left to train.
Grabe. A week and a half?
Yeah. So my training consisted of, and because my coach didn't want me to push it, because it's not safe. It's not smart to push yourself to the limits when you know that there's something wrong with your heart.
Exactly, yeah.
Because we only have one heart.
Yeah.
You know?
How's your heart? Okay naman?
Physically or emotionally?
Yan na.
But diba, like, I mean, our heart is something we really have to take care of. And we've been hearing a lot of stories of people getting into cardiac arrests. And I don't want my cats to be orphans.
So your official time, you clocked in 2 hours, 50 minutes, 48 seconds to place third, as I said, in the female division.
Yeah.
What can you say, sige, personally, were you satisfied with that performance, with that knowing what, and you've been doing this quite a long time now, 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 48 seconds. What can you say personally about that performance? And, di ba, yung sabi mo nga you're just at an easy pace.
I was more than happy because honestly, going into the race, because of, again, all of the setbacks, I just wanted to finish because, I had already booked the hotel, I had already registered. So it was just something that I just kind of had to do. And all of my triathlon friends were doing it. So it was sort of just something I wanted to do for the sake of it. I just wanted to see everyone. It was a reunion, I was waving at everyone on the course. I was like, hey! I saw someone walking with his bike. I was like, hey, are you okay? making chika to everyone.
okay.
Making, I even made a mistake of, so during the swim, I had to stop 3 times just to regulate my heart rate.
Yeah.
Because again,
Taas.
my heart keeps spiking
Yeah.
and I just knew that I wanted to play it safe. So
course, yeah.
I didn't want to push too hard. So, I had to stop 3 times when I'd see people overtaking me. And normally, if I were in my competitive state and I'd see people overtaking me, I'd be like, oh my God, really just go all out.
But you weren't there at, kumbaga,
I wasn't
you
there.
were just there to have
I
fun.
was
Tama
singing
ba?
in my head the whole time.
Singing in the whole time.
I was singing in my head, but it's just amazing because, I guess my body just knew that if it's go time, then okay, fine. And, even if I wasn't training as much, because I've been doing it for years, then my body kind of knew, like, oh, this is what we're doing. Okay, so even if my mind was saying, let's just finish this, my body was still performing.
Yeah.
But it's also good that I was in a relaxed state. I'm feeling, because of that as well, then I wasn't as tired. And then I wasn't as gigil. Because usually when I race, I'm just...
for
oh my
sure.
gosh. Yeah,
Talaga?
super
Pag
gigil.
beast mode ka?
Yeah, as in like gigil, like I'm angry. I'm usually angry when I race. I'm smiling, but I'm really angry. During the bike, I dropped my nutrition, my hydration. Everything was just going wrong. And, normally I'd be agitated already. But I was like, oops. Oh well. And then stop by a hydration station, grab water.
Yung coach mo was okay with it?
He was okay because
Okay,
he was the one who was telling me that he even told me a week before the race, he said, Bubs, all of your training is steady run, steady bike. I don't want to push you too much. It's not safe for you until you have clearance from your doctor, because I never had clearance.
I don't think you should have said that on national TV.
That wasn't
but
smart for me.
that feeling of you were number one in your age category.
Yeah.
Was that something also that you expected? And you were also racing with people younger than you.
Yeah.
You just sabi mo nga easy run, siguro sila sobrang pero ikaw you finished first, di ba? What was going through your head na you beat people who were younger with you?
Yeah, that's why I didn't expect it, because for me I just wanted to finish, and that's why I really cherish this win compared to all of my other podium finishes, because all of those I really fought for it. I'd fight hard for it. I'd really research everyone that I'm against with. I would usually search, check the start list and see, okay, who's fast, who am I up against? But this one, I was so relaxed.
Yeah.
The day before the race, my friends were asking me, are you gonna swim out? Are you gonna check? And I go, oh yeah, so where's the swim? Like, I was so relaxed, and my concern was, guys, where are we having dinner? Where are we?
Grabe ka talaga. As in, ibang klase ka talaga.
It was such a relaxed thing for me, which I think worked, because I was...
Oo naman.
So...
Mas no pressure, tama ba?
Yeah, so when I was about to do a turnaround during the run, and then one of the coaches of the younger of the kids was screaming at me, cheering for me. She goes, Bubbles, go, you're third. And I looked at her and I go, what?
Because you didn't know.
I didn't know. And it was 3 loops. So for the bike and the run, so you don't really know who is up ahead and who is behind you. And also because we start, it's a rolling start during the swim, and I usually start ahead because I'm in zone 1 or zone 2 usually.
Yeah.
So there could be someone who is a zone 3 swimmer, started let's say 5 minutes behind me, but has a faster split. Then even if I'm ahead of her, she's still winning. So that, and at the back of my head, that was what I was thinking. Like, even if it seems like I'm ahead, I could still be second or third, or not even placing. So that's why I didn't even know. That's why I don't celebrate up until I'm there on the podium. Because I don't want to assume.
Yeah, you posted. I think we have a screenshot of, or we can show your post there. But you posted, I don't know if we can, pero yung you posted nga, grabe yung it was really special. That victory for you was very significant. Okay, so you're saying parang kang yun nga, relax lang. I think it worked. You were chill. But is there a particular part of the race na nahirapan ka? Was there a challenging part about the course, I guess, na
I want to say yes, but really I was just enjoying the whole time.
Yabang talaga.
I was having fun,
No, but
so...
like even in the swim part, maybe?
No, because the swim, again, when my heart rate started to spike,
Yeah.
then, because I made sure to swim towards near the buoy line.
Okay.
Because I already knew that I wasn't as prepared as I'd want to be. So I wanted to really just play it safe.
Yeah.
So I swam near the buoy line, and the organizer made sure that there are a lot of kayaks also to
Yeah.
make sure that if something happens, they can just grab you.
Yeah.
So when my heart rate spiked, I grabbed onto the buoy line and I just stopped and I started to breathe. And then in one of my stops, when I looked up, I didn't know I was too far. So far that all of the racers were far left.
Yeah.
And the Mr. Manong Kayak was like, "Ma'am, dun po kayo."
Doon ka sa side na yan.
Yeah, so I had to. And again, normally, if I were in a competitive mode, I'd think, okay, I'm losing minutes. Then
Yeah.
I would just go all out and
Pero
lose
iba nga kasi yung mindset.
and burn a lot of matches
Yeah.
just trying to swim back onto the course.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay. Like,
Kumakanta pa eh.
yeah.
What advice would you give women and those who aspire as well? Like, because it's not easy. You
It's not
make
easy.
it, diba? You just sound, guys, mukha lang madali kasi she's been doing it for so many years already.
Yeah.
And she's been singing in her
Yeah.
head. Kasi ako din, sabi ko nga, diba, during the pandemic, kinikwento ko sa'yo, I got into running. I was
Yeah.
running 5, 6, 7, even 10, 12, 15K every... ano yan, talaga, I was running, I wasn't training for anything. I
Yeah.
just got addicted to running. I wanted to do triathlon.
Yeah.
Hanggang running part lang pa lang ako. Di ako
Yeah.
nag-bike, di ako nag-swim. Like, dun sa mga hindi pa nagsistart, what advice, especially, do you want to tell them, do you want to give them, especially if they want to compete like you?
Yeah. Well, it depends also on why you're going to start doing it. So motivation is very hard to get. So you have to ask for what's pulling you. Because I had to ask that a lot of times during training. What's pulling me? Why do I want to do this? Because there's no one really who's going to push you anymore.
Yeah.
So the question is, okay, what's pulling me to do this? And as I was telling you earlier also,
Yeah.
like, I didn't even want to do the race anymore because, I was losing motivation. I was, all of the setbacks from training. Oh my gosh, I broke my foot the start of the year.
Okay.
So it was
Grabe.
all of those factors that I was already asking myself, like, do I still want to do this? But during the race, because the triathlon community is so amazing, that it made me fall in love with triathlon all over again. It's really the community.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the friends that you build
course. Yeah.
while you're doing it. But because when I train, I usually train alone also. That's why all of those questions. So triathlon actually is more than the physical. It's really mental. So it teaches you, and this is great for life, for work, for business. It teaches you mental toughness, mental fortitude to really just not give up. Like, you don't stop when you're tired. Even when I'm training and I want to stop, like, I'm tired already, I just want to eat already. In my head, I tell myself, okay, but when you're racing, you can't just stop because you're tired.
Yeah,
You have to cross the finish
Yeah,
line or else it's
yeah,
DNF. So it's what pushes me to finish whatever my coach makes me do. So it's that. And you don't have to just to keep on running. Even during the run of this part, I would stop at every hydration station and ask for buhos because it's so hot. I'd really say, "Kuya, kuya, buhos." So they'd pour water over me. I'd have 2 cups of water. And it really helped because it helped stop me from being too exhausted.
Alam mo, Babs, I wish we had more time. Nag-OT na tayo. But thank you for being on the show. Ang dami pa natin pwede pag-usapan. But thank you. Always fun talking to you. Congratulations once again.
you.
Thank you for telling us your story and for inspiring everybody, including myself, to keep on going and get back to running and being fit. Again, we just spoke to actress, model, triathlete, yoga enthusiast, lahat na. Bubbles Paraiso, congratulations once again. Thank you. And if there's anything that you want to know from your favorite sports personalities, just send them over via social media. Just like Sports Desk on Facebook, and please follow us at Sports SPH on Twitter, on IG, so you can find out when we'll have them here on the show, like Bubbles here